You're looking at Cara Lindsay, actress from Newsies. That was from Newsies on Broadway. Nominated for 8 Tonys, right?
Tony Awards.
And that was you kissing, right?
That was me kissing Jeremy Jordan, who was nominated for a Tony Award.
How good is your life?
What?
How good is your life right now?
It's pretty great.
Now, you're from Rochester, New York originally.
From Rochester, New York.
And you just admitted to me that when you were 8 years old, you knew you wanted to be on Broadway.
I did.
And now you're on Broadway.
I know. I would write in my journal that I wanted to play Belle in Beauty and the Beast on Broadway. And then when that ended, I was like, my life's over. My life's
Get
over.
out of here.
And then I make my Broadway debut in a Disney musical still with the best Disney princess ever. Catherine Plummer, because she's smart and feisty.
I'll tell everyone about the role. Catherine Plummer is the character you play. By the way, Newsies, loosely based on the 1899 newsboys strike in New York City. Check this out. Thousands of homeless and orphaned children that were selling newspapers to make money organized a strike when Joseph Pulitzer and William Randolph Hearst raised the price of newspapers.
Right.
What are you doing, history?
Yeah, we're teaching history.
Teacher?
I mean, I hated history growing up, but I guess I'm teaching it now. But it's interesting that I hated history because every show I've done, I've had to look into history to figure out who these characters are. So it's funny.
And your character?
And Catherine Plummer, who wasn't in the movie, and it's loosely based on the 1899 Newsboys
The movie, the Disney movie.
Both the musical and Newsies. So Catherine Plummer is the reporter who writes the article about the Newsboys strike to get it out there, and when they form a union. And this was sort of when unions were starting, and it's just about, you know, sticking up for yourself and raising awareness for injustice, and they end up winning. Well, it's more of a compromise, but still they are heard by those, you know, big wigs, and it's a triumph.
Have you become political?
I guess a little
I heard
bit.
that you told our producers you see the similarities between the story here in Newsies and the Occupy Wall Street movement.
Well, I
Yes?
guess I did say that.
What do you think? I don't do my research? I heard these things.
I did say that. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, when we started at Paper Mill, it was about a year ago.
Paper Mill Playhouse?
Paper Mill Playhouse in New Jersey. That's where it started. And
Millburn, New Jersey.
Millburn.
I'm a Jersey guy because I know
You're a
these things.
Jersey guy. I worked.
What do you think? Everything comes out of Rochester?
No, absolutely not.
Go ahead. So that's where you started, right?
Well,
in
yes.
Newsies.
Yes,
Go ahead.
in Millburn.
Right.
And it was about a year ago, and that's when, you know, Occupy Wall Street was like big. So it was just really cool to be doing that at that time, and it's just a great message that we are sharing and supporting.
You know, it's so interesting. People ask a goofy, cliche question. You know, how'd you get to Broadway? But how'd you get to Broadway?
How'd I get there?
Yeah.
It was, I guess, a lot of hard work and dedication. It's true. But I have an amazing family who supports me, first of all, because my mom wanted me to follow my dream and wanted me to go to school for musical theater, which is huge because she could be like,
Carnegie Mellon?
Carnegie Mellon University. You're good. Carnegie Mellon University for acting musical theater, and it's a great school, really great. I feel like I'm an entirely different person. I mean, I'm my best self. How about that? So
I like that.
Yeah, because they really push you to be your best, and they pull at your strings and try to challenge you in ways that you haven't before. And I learned so much. And then coming out of that, I then found an agent in New York because of them. We do a showcase in New York City and LA, and I was with, I met with Bauman, Rodanti, and Shaw, and they're a great agency in New York, and I'm with them. And they've pushed me for really great auditions, and I got seen because of them. So it's all those things led me to where I am now. And now I'm on Broadway. And it's also by chance, because Newsies wasn't supposed to come to Broadway. When we were doing the Paper Mill production, they only wanted to license it. They were just like doing a stage production just to see what it could be like for licensing.
What does licensing mean?
That means that they can license it so that other theaters can do it.
But not on Broadway?
Not on Broadway.
And what happened? People responded to it?
The fans, there is a cult following.
A cult following? By the way, I was going to ask you, who's Newsies for? And then you said there's a cult following.
Well, when the movie came out in 1992, it was a flop, according to the box office, but there were so many people that really clinged to the story and clinged to the music and clinged to everything about it,
Didn't
including
Christian Bale
myself.
Start
Yeah,
that?
except he's really ashamed of it. And I'm like, come
Get
on,
out of here.
come on, Christian Bale. He's so hot.
Wait, hold on. How do you go from giving him a shot and saying something negative, but he's hot and you have to add that? What is up with that?
He's ashamed of it, but
Oh, you got to be so political, but if the guy's hot, like if Brad Pitt says something and you disagree with it, but he's hot?
Yeah.
If you're going to be political, you got to go all the way with this. I'm only kidding. So who is Newsies for?
Newsies is for everybody. It's for families. We get a lot of families. We get a wide range of people. But there's lots of singing and dancing. If you love that, you're gonna be entertained. Especially the dancing. They just won a Tony Award for the choreography, which is amazing, and the music. So you got that, and also the story. It's really, it never gets old. The story of injustice and people sticking up for themselves in something that's really unfair, and that's every day. That's every century that's happening. You know.
You carry that smile around all the time?
Yeah, I had braces, so I guess I got a smile.
You stuck with that.
What?
You just stuck with that smile. That's a good thing.
Oh, thanks.
It's funny. We're at Lincoln Center. We're not on Broadway, but
it's pretty cool.
This city's a happening place, and to be able to come here from any place, but whether it's Rochester or anywhere else, and to be able to succeed and do what you're doing and working.
I know.
And getting the reaction you're getting, it's pretty great. So we wish you nothing
grateful.
but the best. Cara Lindsay, actress, star, Newsies. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Wow.